From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. 2 active members of the Canadian military are among 4 people charged in an alleged anti-government militia plot in Quebec. The group's accused of amassing a stash of weapons and planning to forcibly take over land north of Quebec City. An expert who researches extremist movements says it was only a matter of time before arrests like these happened in Canada. University of New Brunswick Associate Professor of Sociology David Hoffman says these types of extremist groups have increasingly been appearing over the past decade, but they're usually caught early on.
There's a number of these movements out there that are just kind of in the planning stages where they're gathering weapons, they're gathering ammunition, and they're engaged in military-style tactics, but they don't go beyond this. This particular case seems more advanced and therefore more concerning.
The RCMP says it seized 16 explosives and 83 firearms, including assault rifles, during a search last year. U.S. President Donald Trump has announced 50% tariffs on copper, but he isn't saying when they'll begin. Natural Resources Canada data shows the U.S. accounted for 52% of Canada's copper export value in 2023. Trump says he'll also announce duties soon on pharmaceuticals, but he suggests he would give the drug makers a year before those tariffs took effect. 2 student pilots are dead after their single-engine planes crashed midair in southern Manitoba. Harv's Air Pilot Training School President Adam Penner says the 2 students were practicing takeoffs and landings when it appears they both tried to land at the same time.
There was some sort of communication issue where they weren't seeing each other, and they didn't see each other.
The RCMP says the pilots were pronounced dead at the scene and had no passengers. An imposter has used artificial intelligence to impersonate the U.S. Secretary of State. The U.S. State Department discovered the imposter posing as Marco Rubio had tried to reach out to at least 3 foreign ministers, a U.S. senator, and a governor. The FBI warned this past spring about malicious actors impersonating senior U.S. government officials in a text and voice messaging campaign. Upcoming U.S. Transportation Security Administration changes mean you might not have to take off your shoes at certain airports.
It's a mix of new technology and with real IDs, firm knowledge of who is boarding planes, allowing for the change, according to Nico Melendez, formerly of the TSA. He says now he wonders when another change will come.
When are we going to get to the elimination of the liquid ban policy? Because that was another stopgap measure after the liquid bomb plot in 2006. That continues to burden passengers.
The shoes-off rule was implemented in 2006 after a failed attempt by Richard Reed to blow up a Miami-bound American Airlines flight with explosives hidden in his shoes. Alex Stone, ABC News.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Toronto Blue Jays look to build on a pair of impressive streaks when they face the White Sox tonight in Chicago. The American League East leading Blue Jays enter the contest on a 9-game winning run, and a victory tonight would also clinch the Jays' 5th straight series. The NHL and NHL Players Association have ratified their extension of the collective bargaining agreement. It secures labor peace in hockey through 2030. The last remaining Canadian has been eliminated from competition at Wimbledon. Ottawa's Gabriella Dabrowski and partner Aaron Routliffe of New Zealand lost their women's doubles quarterfinal. The Toronto Raptors have signed center Jakob Poeltl to a contract extension. It's worth a reported $104 million US over 4 years. And Hamilton, Ontario, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the cover athlete of NBA 2K26. He'll be featured on the video game Standard Edition. A release date's yet to be announced, but it is expected to launch in September. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.